I like theaters, but not really a frequent theater goer. Are you? When I was little, like 5 or so, I used to think, what kind of place could trap me in a seat for hours staring at the stage without falling asleep? What kind of shows? Cats is a musical about accepting one another despite our differences in appearance. I first saw this when I was 10 years old. Back then I was impressed by the variety of cats, variety of music, dancing and costumes. Of course any child would be charmed. I can't believe it's almost 20 years later and I still enjoy it. And I'm sure I'm not the only one. What? Cats is back! Not you. Again, the wrong one. I know you're adorable. It's a tribe of jellicle cats. Some say it's the contraction of dear little cats. This is a musical full of cats, full of jellicle cats. But I'm always curious, like how many cats are exactly there in the show?
Oh, well, I think in the cast we have 28 this time.
Yes, this time. They're back touring the Chinese mainland after 5 years away. 9 cities, 93 shows. Shanghai alone is hosting 21 performances.
We have a great cast. We had a wonderful cast who had auditioned at the end of 2019. And then many of that cast did the European Scandinavian tour. And some of them are now eventually going to come and do this production in China. So we're very happy with the cast that is coming this year.
Which is your favorite song in Cats?
Probably it's Memory. And of course, and we're so lucky that we have Lucy playing Grizabella this time.
Turn your face to the moon.
Feel like hearing memory live again.
Your memory leave.
Lucy May Barker is singing out. The British actress also portrayed the infamous Rebekah Vardy in the smash hit VARDY V ROONEY, the Wagatha Christie Trial, and played Sophie Sheridan in Mamma Mia. Now, she's going to cast Grizabella, the Glamour Cat. How your journey with Cats began?
So it was the first musical I ever saw. It started my love for musical theatre, for theatre. It's honestly the reason that I am doing it professionally today. So it's a real full circle moment for me to be able to play this amazing role in the show that first sparked my love for this.
The British actress is realizing that full circle moment in China with the play from London, while also marking her first theatre appearance in the country.
It'll be my first time in all of the amazing cities and places.
The first musical you saw was Cats, and now you are also first time performing it here in China. What do you feel about it?
I'm so excited. I can't wait. My favourite thing is getting all of the costume on, all of the makeup, and that first moment when you walk out onto the stage, when you truly live being that character for the first time. You have all the ingredients finally. And just the lights and the music, and then away we go. The fan base here is amazing, you know, so excited and so enthusiastic about theatre in general, actually, and I love that because really, deep down, I'm just a huge musical theatre fan as well.
You've already performed in various musicals. How's Cats different?
Wow, so Cats, I think, is different because we get to know each individual character so specifically and so intimately. We get so much time with each character in a way that musicals normally focus on maybe 2, 3, 4 characters. We get all of them in Cats, so people can go away with their favourite or the one that they think they're most like or the one that they love or the one that they feel so sad for. So it's a really, really personal show in that way.
Do you feel it challenging for you because it's a very long-lasting show, a very classic show, like dating back to 4 decades ago?
Yes, 100%. It's huge shoes to fill. My idols have played this role. Elaine Page, Nicole Scherzinger, a very recent idol with all her amazing performances that she's been doing in musical theatre. Joanna Ann Peel, who played it, I think, on the tour a few years ago. I saw her as Fantine in Les Mis when I think I was 13, and I waited for her at stage door. And, you know, so it's huge pressure, huge responsibility, but I'm ready for it.
CATS is actually light on plot, but heavy on performances, with great reliance on music. As a musical director, how to ensure these different characters, they can perform with a very unique, specific style and vividly illustrate the characteristics of their roles.
Yes, that's such an interesting aspect of the show, because there are so many different musical styles within the show. Almost each character has like their signature style, and it might be something that's very classical in the style of Elgar or Vaughan Williams, and then there's something like Rum Tum Tugger that's like a rock and roll singer. And we have Skimbleshanks, whose character is the railway cat. So in the music of that, there's a very particular rhythmical style to kind of bring to our ear the sound of the train on the tracks. So we have to be very specific, not only when we're casting, that people are capable of singing in different styles, but in rehearsals.
It's a show that's been around for 43 years, with a simple plot. A tribe of cats who come together once a year to pick which cat amongst them will be reborn to a new Jellicle life and ascend to the heaviside layer. But the passion is still there. We see the first round tickets for the show in Shenzhen and Zhengzhou were already sold out. Did you expect that to happen?
I mean, it does seem to be quite normal for CATS, because it is, it's been such a popular show for 40 years all over the world. So I'm so happy to hear that, because it's not guaranteed. People can't. It's expensive to go to the theatre and bring a family. So that's such good news that it's selling really well.
What do you think it's about a show that's made it so long-lasting and successful?
That theme, the theme of acceptance and tolerance, I think will always be relevant. And I think also the fact that the show has so many musical styles, I think that gives it a very wide appeal to many age ranges.
Now you're casting the Grizabella, the Glamour Cat. How to interpret this character, and what new features are going to add to this role, and what message do you want to deliver to your audience?
It's about the difference in humanity and celebrating those differences, and about a community coming together to ultimately see the good rather than the bad. It's about not judging each other and celebrating each other's differences, and to be Grizabella in that real learning moment for all of the cats, I think is going to be really special and very emotional, to be the person that receives that hate and that judgment. And I think, there's a lot to teach and a lot to learn.
When I first saw this show, it was more about music education and taking the show's moral lesson. 20 years have passed, and I'm part of a real diverse world, just like the Jellicle cats, finding out how easily one can fall into the trap of judging others by an appearance, or a lifestyle, or simply on a whim. How should we define beauty, excellence, or even a successful life? We need to embrace different answers, because we're all different individuals.
CATS is more relevant than ever.
That element of outsiders in society and acceptance and tolerance is always relevant. I think today more than ever.
Though the cats all seem to be pursuing the reborn Jellicle life on the heaviside layer, from time to time I started to wonder if that's the real aim of their lives. Obviously some probably don't need to be reborn, and some haven't given their pitches much thought. After the gathering under the Jellicle moon, they still have to live their own unique life anyway. They are heading to the metropolitan of Shanghai next January. A city with 25 million residents in itself has so much diversity, and boasts this variety in its widely known hi-pi culture. And the British actress Lucy May Barker is going to for the first time perform the musical that started her theatrical dreams. And that's going to happen in China.
Will it be cold? Will it be freezing cold?
Depends on cities.
Yeah, because it's so wonderful to be here in this heat at the moment. But no, I mean, it's so lucky and to go to such a wide range of cities as well. I've been in Shanghai before 2 times and in Beijing once, but it'll be so interesting to see the other cities as well.
To explore the new faces.
Yes, yes.
What will the audience see from the cats here?